Hi guys, welcome back. Third video in 3 days. Kind of becoming a little bit obsessive, I think. But yeah, I don't know what's going on now. I think the first video was just a tag video, so I kind of had to do that. Be rude not to. So that's that one. And then the second one, which was yesterday, was the Blur gameplay video because everyone's got to go out and buy that game. Especially now that a good friend of mine on YouTube called Pete, that's SNEStastic, who I'm sure you're all aware of, he said it's $12.99 on Amazon. I mean, you've got no excuse, you've got to get it. Probably find it even less on eBay, used as well. So anyway, so today, yeah, like I say, third video in 3 days. Now, I wasn't going to do one because I do have some pickups. I've got 3 games, but I wouldn't usually do a pickups video showing 3 games. I don't really think it's enough. But what I thought I'd do to get the video out of the way, because it may be another week or something till I get some more pickups, or probably not, knowing me, I'll probably get loads tomorrow. But I thought what I'd do, I'd combine it with a bit of a shout out as well. So I'm going to shout out 5 people who I think deserve more subs, quite frankly. Now, I'll talk a little bit more about the subs in a minute, but let's get the pickups out of the way. There's, like I said, there's 3 altogether. I got them all on eBay, all from the same seller, and they were all make a best offer. And so I got them all for $15, which I think is an absolute steal. There's 3 which I kind of needed for the collection, and 3 that are pretty decent games. They're not rubbish. I think they're good, so I'm pleased with them. So the first one up is Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Double Agent. Again, I never know whether it's worth even showing you the back because who cares? You know, you've either probably got the game, or if you want to know more about it, you'll probably Google it or YouTube it. And I'm not going to show you inside. I'm sure you know what instructions and a CD look like. So I'm not going to do that. But they are all complete. Okay, so the next up, another Tom Clancy game, and it's Rainbow Six Vegas. It's the first one. Now, I've got the second one. I've never played this. The second one I really like, even though I've not played it for a long time. But there was a spell maybe, well, it's probably gone back 2 or 3 years now when it first came out. And I played a lot with my friends. I really did. And my cousin as well used to have it. He might still have it. And then we just kind of stopped playing the game and just moved on to different things. I guess maybe Modern Warfare probably had something to do with it. But so yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into Vegas 2, which is behind me, and obviously the original Vegas there. And then last but not least, for this particular pickup video, it's Dead Rising, the original. And as you can see, it's not the Platinum Hits, because I absolutely bloody hate the Platinum Hits versions. I don't know why anyone would like them, but I guess we all like different stuff. So yeah, it's funny. I mean, I'd wanted this for a long, long time. Again, I used to have it before I came to the States, but you know, there's no way I was going to bring everything with me. It would just cost a fortune. So I just sold a lot of my stuff before I got here, and then obviously kind of bought it back. But yeah, it's just, I mean, it's not exactly a rare game. It's extremely common. But I was always looking on eBay, and I always wanted to see an actual picture of the item, because what people usually do is put a stock picture up. And so then you bid on that item, and then it arrives, and it's like a Platinum Hits version, or it's in rubbish condition. And I've been stung by that Platinum Hits a few times, so I was just waiting for this game for someone to have an actual picture of the game, you know, of this with like the carpet of their house or whatever in the background, so I knew what I was bidding on. And so, yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It's like, say, $15 for all 3 games, which I think is a steal. And for the purpose of everyone in the UK, $15 is about 10 quid. So you cannot go wrong with that. So that is that. 3 pickups, not a lot, but like I say, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to combine it with a shout-out video. Now, I've got to be honest, I've always felt a little bit hesitant. I've always been hesitant to do shout-outs, not because I don't think people deserve the subs, because of course they do, but really because I haven't really got that much of a platform myself. I don't have that many subs. Obviously, everyone who is sub to me thoroughly appreciate it. I don't know, you know, I don't have to say that, it's obvious. But you know, the reason why I don't really like doing the shout-outs is because as I don't have a lot of subs, I'm wondering whether you guys are going to actually check out the people that I mention. If I had, like, you know, 2,000, 3,000 subs, and I mentioned, you know, some of these people, then they might benefit. But I'm not sure you guys who I'm going to name drop are going to benefit from this. But I'm going to name you anyway, because I think you do deserve more subs. And not just that, but of course, people aren't just watching this video when it goes out. They might be watching it a month from now, 6 months from now, a year, 100 years from now, or whatever, you know what I mean. And so they might check out your channel then. And even if they don't check out your channel, then at least the name might ring a bell, and they may in the future. So anyway, enough ramblings. There's 5 people I'm going to tag, and I could quite easily tag, 10, 20, 30 people, but let's just keep it at 5. I think it's a nice kind of sensible figure. So the first one is called Mr. Oh Christ, let's start again. Mr. DSBX Finest, and it's a guy called Tom, and he's in America. Fellow American, I guess. Well, not American. God, that was a fraudulent slip. You know what I mean. He's in America, and he's called Tom, and I believe he used to have a channel. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what it is. He used to have a channel in the past. He got rid of it, started again, and already he's got, I think, just over 100 subs. Because I think, obviously, it's a lot of people have followed him over from when he used to have his old channel. But he's a really cool guy. He's really down to earth, and I like his videos. And what I also like about him as well is that he's really, from what I can gauge anyway, he seems to be really part of the community. He'll reply to all comments. He'll leave comments on your videos, and that kind of is what, for me, YouTube's about. It's not just about making a video and expecting everyone to watch your videos. It's about kind of mixing it up and leaving comments on other people's. Now, obviously, you can't do that all the time. Some people are going to make videos. You're not going to comment on them all because you might be busy, time constraints. You might have nothing to say. You might watch it. You might enjoy it. But you might not say anything. I mean, I do that a lot. I watch someone's video, but I don't always comment. But it's not to say that I don't watch the video, because I probably do. Sometimes I've got nothing to say. But I do like the fact that people, comment, watch yours, and, it's kind of you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing, which is cool. So, like I say, he's only got just over 100 subs. I do expect that to grow quite significantly pretty soon. But check him out. So that's Mr. DSBX Finest, as my screensaver kicks in again. Right, and the next one is Just Another Level, and that's another American. It's like an American extravaganza today. So, and you might want to check her channel out, because that's right, it's a girl gamer. So straight away, guys are going to leap on over there in their droves. It's what we do. I don't know why. It's kind of ridiculous. But she's got, I think, when I checked today, I think it was 100 subs. And it's kind of funny, because I started watching her videos. I think she's got maybe 15, 20 videos up off the top of my head. And she started making videos maybe a few months ago. And I remember subbing to her, and she had like 3 videos up and about 6 subs. And I just thought, this is crazy. It deserves kind of more than this. And all of a sudden, I checked the other day, it's like 100. So obviously, I don't know what she's doing, but it's good to get all them subs. So you might want to check her channel out, because again, it's someone, she replies to the comments, and good content, the usual stuff. So head on over there. Again, links to all these guys and girls is going to be underneath. So next one up is a good friend of mine. I guess kind of they're all really good friends of mine, particularly these last 3, because I've spoken to them a lot more, I guess, than the first 2 so far. But anyway, it's COD2 fan, and he makes amazing videos. He's got a fantastic collection of games. And it's only recently he started to put his chops, his face on camera. It used to be kind of like an overhead view, he'd put the camera be looking down at the bed or wherever it was, and he'd put the games down, which was great. But it's kind of nice sometimes to put a face to the voice. So he's a really cool guy. I've got him on my Xbox friends list. I've not played with him yet, because I think because of the time difference, I'm in America, he's in the UK, we've not really got the chance to do it. But we'll definitely have to do that soon, mate, because I really want to give you a good hiding on Call of Duty. But so check his channel out. Now, he's got around about 250 subs, probably a little bit less than that, but around about that figure. And the same as me, I think, that sort of figure. But I think he deserves a lot more, because he's got a great collection of games. He does frequent videos. I mean, he hasn't done one for a couple of weeks, but that's not that bad. Every 2 or 3 weeks doing a video, that's kind of regular, I guess. So yeah, check his channel out. It's brilliant and vastly underrated. Deserves a lot more subs, as they all do. And that leads me on nicely to my next one that I've written down up there. Even though I've got my glasses, sometimes I can't see the bloody thing. Dan W547, who is, his name is Dan. Funny how that works, isn't it? As I stutter through that sentence. But yeah, here's another one. Really good production values. He really takes his time over his intros. They're all very clever, very good. The usual kind of thing. He replies to his comments, leaves comments on your videos. A real good member of the community, and has some excellent pickups. Has a bit of a tendency to pick up NTSC games, which is kind of weird living in the UK. But then again, I'm in the US and I kind of pick up PAL where possible, so I can't really criticise him for that. But no, really good channel, excellent videos, and someone else to keep an eye on. And last but not least, I am gonna tag Lebossu78, which is, no, it's Lebossu77 actually. I've written 78 up there. It's definitely not. It's Lebossu77. So yeah, and that's a guy called Owen. And again, I'm repeating myself. excellent channel, really down-to-earth guy. Replies to your comments, you know, that you leave on his videos, that leaves comments on yours. Part of the a really good part of the community, member of the community, I should say. This has been an awful video. I've just like stuttered and like, oh man, rubbish. But at least I've got my point over. But yeah, so check his channel out. And obviously he does all the usual stuff like pickups and gameplay videos. Although I don't think he's done that for a while. Competition winners with the Chuck Norris Wheel of Fortune or whatever it was. That was pretty funny. So yeah, so there you go. There's 5 guys to check out there. I'm going to put their links underneath. And I really do think they deserve subs. All of them, as it stands, they've got under 300 subs. So I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough at all. And they should really be at least on 600-700 as far as I'm concerned. So I know it's a lot to ask, but if you can just take 5 minutes out of your day, either today, tomorrow, or whenever it is, and just check out their channel. And if you like what you see, just click on that little yellow button, subscribe, you know, and yeah, and if you don't subscribe, then at least check their channel out, and then maybe sometime in the future you might subconsciously kind of remember their name and may sub them in the future. So yeah, I think they're 5 pretty decent people to shout out. Now what I'm going to try and do is maybe, you know, make a few more shout outs every now and again. I might combine it with a pickups video. Every time I do a pickups video, maybe mention 1 or 2 people. I might do that. Or I might just do like name 5 people at the end of every month. But I'd like to do that a lot more because there's some really cool people. Some people who I haven't mentioned today who I feel quite guilty not mentioning because they've got really excellent channels. But I'm sure I'll mention you in due course. So anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. Check out them people and speak to you soon. Adios.